Coach, thanks for the time. I think what kind of break it down, it's these one goal games that we've talked about a lot, the race to three, and you played half of your games now this season with a one goal decider. What's the difference you felt tonight? We were unable to finish things off in regulation and unable to finish things in overtime.
It's hard to be completely upset with that game because we did a lot of good things. When you break down the first goal, that's frustrating because it is something I had literally drawn on the board before the game and I had discussed tracking details. And as I went back in between periods, it was still drawn on the board. And I literally talked through exactly what I had already talked to them about. So that's frustrating that I show them the details and talk about what we expect from them and they didn't follow it. And with the second goal, we got to make harder plays. Like this skill crap, this stuff that we're trying to do is not working. It's not working. And it's frustrating because we put on a lot of shots. We played a lot of time in the O-zone. And, I mean, at the end of the day, we got to have a killer instinct. Like, we get 2 breakaways in the first 10 minutes of the game, right? Whether it hits the goalie's knob or not, it doesn't go in, right? All we care about is goals. I don't care what the goalie saves it with. He could save it with his pinky finger for all I care. But if it doesn't go in, it doesn't matter. And we have to find a way to score these goals because when I look around the league and I watch other teams and I try to look at systems and try to make us better, right? It's still at the end of the day, like there's other teams out there that score on their opportunities. And right now we're a team that doesn't score on our opportunities. And we probably outchanced them. We outshot them 2-1. We outpossessed them. Like we did everything on the analytics side that should have pointed to us winning except having a killer instinct inside each individual to win the game.
Let's spoke on that killer instinct and speaking about adjustments, you, since Coach Ryan Anderson, made you draw up. I was just not getting put towards action on the ice. Ultimately here with a quarter of the way through the season plus, what are ways that can try and drive home these teaching moments for these players and perhaps put the action, the lessons you're putting onto the ice going forward?
Well, I would say there's 2 easy options. One is I take away your ice time. But unfortunately, I don't have the bodies or the personnel to start taking away ice time. So realistically, some of these guys are lucky in that manner. The second thing that I'm very close to doing is I just have to sit every guy down in my office, tell them exactly how I want them to play, and if they don't, then they won't play. Because we have guys that go on their own page. We have guys that that think they're doing the right thing, but it's outside the structure and outside the system. So when we have 4 guys doing the structure and 1 guy isn't, it doesn't work. Like, how did we score our first goal? We won a face-off. We rimmed it in. We had a one-on-one battle. We took it to the net. We won another one-on-one battle, low to high, east to west, to the net with a net front screen, tipped it in. In 19 seconds, we had the epitome of exactly what our structure should be. From the time the puck dropped to the time it hit the back of the net, it was exactly what we expect of them. Now, how do we get them to do that on a more consistent basis? We're trying through practice. We're trying to give them repetitions. We're trying to give them all these different types of scenarios. We're trying to show them film. Like, we're doing everything we can to teach them and have them learn. And at some point, some onus falls on them, right? And I'm not blaming them per se, but they have to take some responsibility for this too, right? Because my job is to teach them. My job is to make sure we're putting them in the best position to succeed. And to your point, we're in 1-goal games, right? Now, like, as an individual, as a team, like, where's the urge to win? My message today was, like, I don't want guys that just want to win. I want guys that hate to lose. And we're losing too much, and it drives me nuts. And I don't think we have enough guys in there that care about losing. If they think they did what they were supposed to, like, it doesn't bother them. And that's not how a team works, right? So we need to become more of a team, and we need to get to the bottom of all of this real quick. Because our schedule, our games, like, nothing's getting easier. Teams are just getting better as they play more, right? So for us, how do we take the next step? We got to drive it home with video. We got to drive it home through practice with repetitions. If I have to sit there and do breakaways for 30 minutes for a practice so we can get confidence in scoring, that's what I might have to do. But not scoring on our opportunities, not scoring on our chances is what's really holding us back here.
You then flip over, and you guys will literally get on the road after this and see a red-hot Wheeling Nailers team. Of course, this is fresh after tonight, but now you flip the page, and what will be the preparation taken with a bus trip overnight and then a earlier puck drop before 10 tomorrow? Just kind of giving some insight to what the fans can understand from this stretch you guys are on once again, but also now prepare for a team that won another game tonight.
Well, I don't think Wheeling has lost in regulation since we beat them here opening weekend. And so now you're getting into a situation where there's some teams in our division that are playing really good hockey, right? Norfolk, Trois-Rivières, Wheeling are all playing really good hockey. And it's unfortunate because we've had so many more games than these guys, and now it's where it gets frustrating because it's hard to catch up. And this has been the emphasis from day one of training camp. You don't want to fall behind because it's too hard to catch up in this league. And for us right now, as much as we try to learn from this, we have to prepare for a really good team tomorrow. And we have to play physical with them. If we don't play physical with them, we're going to get spanked right out of the rink. So that will be the simple message to start. We'll change a little bit of our structure for playing in Wheeling's rink because it's a little bit smaller rink. There's a little bit different dimensions than what people might normally see with our rink and other rinks. So we've already started looking at them. We've already gone through some stuff. Like I was watching their game today before ours because they played at 4 o'clock, so I was able to watch some of their game today. But the positive thing about hockey is it's tomorrow's a new day and it's a new game and it's a new opponent. So how do we respond after this? We got to get on the bus. We got to travel there. We got to get in late. We got to get a couple hours of sleep and get right back at it. And there's nobody out there feeling sorry for us. We can't feel sorry for ourselves. And we have to battle for the 2 points in the division again tomorrow.
Safe travels. Thanks for that. Good.
Thanks.